Why are you here? You're here to outwork. You're here to out-train. You're here to win.
So, how'd that go? Pretty much what you expected? Or?
Yeah, I think for the challenger, it's kind of like they come in with something different. If they're getting another chance, really, I beat Lauren at the Open. I beat her in New York. The only reason I didn't wrestle at the trials is because I sat out because I beat her. So for her to get that match, it's like, for me, it's like, what? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but it is what it is. So you really got to dig deep a little. We know why we're here. We know this isn't what we wanted. And then they get another chance, so it's like, man, you always want to win, but then it's like, you got to bring something extra. So I knew what to expect from her, but you don't always win with what you, like trials. I didn't expect Jenna. Sometimes things happen. You can never overlook anyone, so I just did what I needed to do, and it is what it is. I got my hand raised, so I'm happy to be on the national team.
That's what I was going to say. It must be important for you to make the national team. Talk a little bit about that and why it's so important for you.
It's huge. For me, so I've made the national team, I think 8 of the last 9 years now. And I think you make it over and over and over, and you're kind of you expect to make it. And then I didn't make it last year. And that was hard. And, I basically trained and competed as a full-time athlete and didn't get paid it's hard. People don't realize, even if you make national team, it's not like we're living comfortably. We're really fighting for everything. So I was I can do it again if I have to, but I'm better than 4th. So it means a lot to be on a national team and opens up some doors, and you never know, we have some situations at other weights where maybe someone didn't expect to be competing at Worlds and they might be. So you gotta place high, because you don't know when your opportunity will come. You don't know. I've seen guys wrestle at Worlds and they were 4th or 5th in line. Stuff happens. So you just gotta always be ready, have your weight in check, and be come in wanting to win the whole thing. I didn't make Final X, so this was my next goal. This was my gold medal, and I needed to treat it as such. And the national team is going to impact my year to come, and so I'm proud of myself. I think my back was against the wall, and I'm happy to have gotten my hand raised.
You're a veteran at this. You've been at it for a long time. Can we expect to see you compete at Loose Crew 2020?
Definitely.
Awesome.
Definitely. You can't. You're not guaranteed tomorrow, but I've committed heart, mind, body, soul to it. I've committed to it. Definitely.
All right, thanks, Kelsey. Congratulations.
One more question. You talked about being on the team for 8 years, being off the team last year. Did that affect your mental game and your drive in any way? Because you've been wrestling at a high level. Sometimes it's hard to stay motivated.
It's twofold. So I was talking to one of the other challengers, and she's about to graduate college, and she's like, it's more for me now. And I'm like, it is more for you now. Open level is for you. Your circle gets smaller. People rally, but you take 4th one year, and I had people telling me to retire. People telling me I should hang up my boots. There were some tough times. I had every reason to not wrestle this year. So 3rd place might not be much to some people, but for me, my circle got smaller, and so I really had a lot of reasons to not do it. So you really got to tune out the noise, and you really got to dig deep, because, and that's the thing, you think you love doing it when you're number 1, and I've been number 1, and I've been at the Olympics, and it's yeah, I love this, but love it when you're not on the national team. Love it when people tell you to retire. Love it when people are you're not a good investment. Those are the things people say to you when you're not number 1 and you're older. So I think that I think I represent those people who are hustling and grinding, and they're I feel like I'm in this alone. I get it. Even with my resume, I get it. People have said those things to me. So, I definitely know I want to be here, because and don't get me wrong, the coaches in my corner, Lee Pritz, some kids, me 100%. You know, but it wasn't much bigger than that. You know, so you definitely know. When you get tested in that way, you definitely know whether you want to be there or not, because you're giving every opportunity to leave. So yeah, I mean, definitely had to dig deep this year. So
Okay, thanks and congratulations.
yeah, thank you.